morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Rambling Rusty Elm, and this is Rambling with Rusty. Last time on Rambling with Rusty, we made our way through the Crow Wood public dungeon in Shadowfen. Or not Shadowfen, I'm sorry, Stonefalls. And today, we are going to head down to start our adventures in Shadowfen. So, without further ado, let's get into it. That is complete. Yeah. Okay, so we are headed to Shadowfen.
They say the hist weeps with happiness when an Argonian hatches. How can the tree weep?
You'd think the guards would have found something by now.
What? You expect them to do their jobs? Huh.
Right here we have the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, and the Story Quest. Today we are going to work on the Story Quest.
Excuse my silence. I've as much on my mind as a hatchling looking for supper.
You're a new face in Stormhold. As Vice Canon tasked with today's duties of audience, it is my solemn duty to warn you of the killer loose in our fine city. Be on your way, travel in pairs, etc. Did he mention the finder's fee he receives for sending you into the swamp? Of course not. Since he didn't, I'll provide you with his fee directly. Hand it to him the next time you see him, or use it for a pair of watertight boots. 3 murders, and Stormhold's about to boil over like my father's fish kettle. The Dark Elves blame the Argonians they owned before the Pact outlawed slavery. I miss the days of kicking arse. Now I'm expected to kiss them. That's not a question I've heard from a stranger. Fancy yourself a bloodhound, do you? I'd never doubt Stormhold's guards in a siege, but we've seen no progress with these murders. We'll gladly pay a bounty if you find the killer. Here's a list of the victims' families. Find out what they know about their murdered kin. I'm almost glad the guard never got around to it. As my son says, mammoths can't dance. You'll likely find Denris Indolor at home. Gethys Omabar works at the smithy. As for Tyrell Alor, try the Mages Guild. Hold your nose when talking to that one. A while back, Argonians and Stormhold were slaves to the local Dark Elves. The 2 other Vice Canons work to mend the bad blood, but it's slow to get anything done when nobody trusts the guard. Recently, some Argonians went missing. We heard a nasty rumor about Dark Elf slavers in the city. False, of course. Then the bodies showed up. All Dark Elves. The new rumor said they're a pain in the fundament. An armed group of Argonians lurking in the swamps, killing enemies of their people. If you want to twist the Dark Elf's ears anymore, you may as well burn an effigy of Almalexia.
Okay. Let's see, we need to go talk to this person at the Mages Guild.
On your way, stranger. I have no patience for small. About time the Vice Canons do their jobs. Ireland's body lies captive in the mortuary. I can't even see him, let alone bury him. Why all these ridiculous delays? Dumark, take this accursed town. Shadow Scales, who else? He spoke out against the Argonians, and rightly so. He was targeted for having the courage to say what we all think about them. I'm no bigot, but if you ask me...
Uh-huh. You're no bigot, huh? Sounds like you're a bigot to me.
Pardon my tears. I recently lost my wife, and Ironi and I always believed in the pact. We came here to build a better life with Argonians and Nords alike. Some of my people blamed the Shadow Scales. But what would they gain from her death? Thank the gods! She's in the mortuary, which they keep locked. But Ironi made those locks, so I have the master key.
Another distraction.
Sorry, can't help you. Sane's running the shop while I mourn my brother. Finally looking into my brother's death, eh? I get it. I'm sure you and your vice-cannon pals had better things to do than your jobs. Naldin wasn't the bright most of Stormhold. Naldin ran up a lot of debts. He also picked a lot of fights with the lizard skins. If the Shadow Scales didn't get him, it's because someone else moved faster.
Well.
You there, please, I have an urgent message. Gethys Omabar sent me. It's about his wife, Iron. Gethys saw Ironi, alive. He watched her enter their home on the other side of Stormhold. He asked you...
praise, Vivek. Halva found you. Whatever's in my home, Ironi. My Ironi, she's gone. I know that. But when I saw her enter our home, I had to find out how she'd returned. That's what I don't know. But he tried to save my life. They were still fighting when I crawled out the door. They both moved so fast. Please, help him remove that imposter.
Vice Canon Rondar is indisposed. He informed me you've been assisting us in our recent troubles. Are you any closer to discover? And we can concentrate our efforts elsewhere. Many will blame the Shadow Scales regardless, but our concerns are greater now than scapegoats. I fear the true culprit struck again. When I said Vice Canon Rondar was indisposed, I spoke half the truth. He's missing, and I fear it's the work of our killer. This is why Vice Canon Servina and I request your utmost. Listens to water as one of our little fish, our eyes and ears. He signals when he possesses urgent information for the Vice Canons. A short while ago, we received his signal. Be swift and silent as currents in us. Look for the mud huts. Don't ask for him by name, or he'll think you a debt collector. Remain discreet. If Listens to Water found the scent of Vice Canon,
You'd think the guards would have found something by now.
What? You expect them to do their jobs? Ah.
Make sure there aren't any traps. We're dangerous, huh?
It would appear so.
Watch me go!
Is someone there? Help me, please.
Oh, I was just getting started.
Shaw's Bones, it's good to see you. The Dominion right under our noses. Damned insidious. I have to warn Servina. Yes, but I...
You want to die?
Dora!
Heal me!
I owe you my life. You did it. I'm free.
Feels good to get the blood pumping, right?
You did it. I'm free.
Free at last.
Inventory full. Okay. Well.
This one helps.
Get it all sorted. Yeah. That. I can't sell. Sell all junk.
Move to flank! What do you require of a zombie fleet?
Oh, that one is in the bank. And my bank is full. One, 2, 6, 7, 8. And to pull 8 things out. Oh, looks like that's exactly the number. Those.
My favorite adventuring buddy.
Okay. that is get on the right. It's getting to the truth. Okay, it says to use this door.
Gods, it felt good to bury an axe in their throats. From the prisoners trickling out, I trust you enjoyed yourself as much as I. Did you free them all? I'd be better if the damned ruins beneath my feet weren't infested with Dominion. We've posted guards until reinforcements can wipe them clean. You kept the city from tearing itself apart. Stormhold. If the Dominion sent a large force to infiltrate Stormhold, they must have a camp somewhere in Shadowfen. 10 Mile Walk, a Daedric ruin southeast of here. It's big enough to harbor a substantial enemy force, and close enough to trouble Stormhold. Besides, my scouts report signs of activity within. I'll take a regiment to 10 Mile Walk. You freed me from the Dominion's clutches before those skin-stealing milk drinkers could kill me and wear my face. Of course I could use your help. Meet my regiment at 10 Mile Walk. Keep your blades sharp. I'll find a way to turn you loose on the Dominion.
All right, that finishes up the story quest in Stormhold. But we got a lot more quests to do
strange
in
lights
town.
coming from 10 Mile.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Go back in time and cut out my tongue.
Stay away.
I boasted I'd hunt Shadowfen, collecting ingredients from exotic animals. An Aelin's heart, a Kaguti's ribs, eggs of a giant wasp, and delicious mud crab claw meat. I'd meet him in Hismir and prepare a feast to prove it. But that's one of the problems. Just appeal to his vanity. The old lizard's pride got me into this. I don't see why it shouldn't get me out, too. He's probably just outside the city hunting. That's what he does all the time. Thinks he's the greatest gamesman in Shadowfen. Don't ask. What I have to do if I lose, oh, it doesn't bear thinking upon. Just know that if I lose this bet, I'll have to stay drunk for the rest.
Uh-huh. Pride goeth before the fall. Thing does. Ooh, heavy sack.
I say hang him. One time I reached into a sack like that and found a bunch of live frogs. That was a strange day.
Look at them, prancing about. Well, you're a blue reed in Yellow Pete. From out of town, yes? Yes. You're in luck, Blue Reed. Gold runs dry on long journeys. But mercenaries roil Stormhold's waters for no good reason. They move amongst my people, swaggering and taking what they will. Strange they never bother the Dark Elves, yes? None encourage them to leave, Blue Reed. How you do it is your concern. Then I fill your purse, yes? Perhaps you should pretend to consider a purchase. Or perhaps you should consider a purchase, The mercenaries only make things worse with the Dark Elves. Better if Stormhold is one happy family. And if you plan to start a family, might I suggest a vial of powdered cocoa?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. We got Cyrodiilic Collections. We got Return to the Broke Rock Mining Camp. Use all color. It appears that maybe all of the quests in this area that we need to pick up. But we are out of time for today's episode. So we will do these 2 quests next time on Rambling with Rusty. Until then, have a good night and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.